Tom, we're down here at No Limits, hence the nice little mural on the wall.
Yeah.
But big fight for you, mate. Big fight. No, not so much a big fight for you. A big fight for your opponent, though.
Yeah, massive fight. It's a big fight for me there because it's another opportunity, isn't it, on a big show, big stage. You know, and they're looking at me as a little leg up handy. They're looking into my last fights and thinking, you know, he's on the decline, so let's try and get him now. So it's a good chance for me to.
That's why they picked you. They picked you because of those last two defeats. Was it Harlan Eubanks and Henry Turner? But I know your opponent fairly well because I filmed him quite a few times as an amateur, winning the North West Regions. I think he did fairly well as an amateur. I know he won the North West Regions on numerous occasions. How far he went on from there on, I don't really know, but I remember speaking to him on a Black Flash show early on in his career. He was fighting at welterweight then. But I always felt like this was the right weight for him, super light. And he was always a little bit smooth and not ripped. But I'm not sure if he's been trained by Paulie De Silva now. And when he moved there,
he's with Buddy McGee now, I think.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, we seem to be trained with Buddy McGee. And
right.
Probably do a little bit because with Paulie De Silva stuff, because Buddy McGee has got that disease on the same night as us, so I should imagine he's probably going to be with him against Josh Quatty.
Yeah, well, he's got himself in great shape and looks really good and done everything right as a pro. He's 11-0 now. But realistically, besides his last fight, he's never beat anyone with a winning record. And we've just talked before, he was an Italian kid, Alessandro, I can't pronounce his surname, but realistically, that kid had beat everyone that he should have beat, and then as soon as he stepped up with guys with winning records, he'd been beat off them, and gave him a really good fight in the end. So realistically, this for me is a really big step up for him.
Yeah, no, but I'm just kidding. It's a big step up for him. So
yeah, you know, it's. I think obviously it's only his second fight on the big stage. He just got signed by Matchroom. Like I say, I filmed him on the Black Flash shows. Filmed him.
You're adding the change, you know.
Filmed him on the Black Flash shows, filmed him on Frank Duffy shows and everything. And I must admit, I think he got 3 stoppages in those 11 wins. But he stopped 2 kids that very few people do stop. He stopped. He was a lad, Jamie Quinn last time, and before that, I forgot the name.
He looks like he can punch a bit, do you know what I mean? Looks like he's got a bit of pop, do you know what I mean?
Naeem Ali.
Yeah, he looks like he can definitely punch, so we're not looking into his record and thinking that he can't, do you know what I mean? You know, late sounds good, son. You know, he's going to be able to punch, but so can I equally.
Yes, yeah, well like I say, it's not such a big step up for you, but it's also a great opportunity for you to get back on the big stage and then stay on the big stage, because if you beat one of their prospects, and that's what he is, he's a prospect, you're back to where you want to be and hopefully going for titles again.
Yeah. Good fight on site, televised show, you know, good show to be on. I've been on a Matchroom Fighter for a while. Used to be on them all the time, but it's been a while since they've had a decent night in Liverpool.
I think it's a very good night because we've got a legend on there fighting Jack Capsule, haven't we?
Yeah.
Okay, Laranis. And then we've also got a real interest in there because not only are you fighting, but we've got 2 VIP fighters fighting one another, Paddy Lacey and Owen Kirk, and we've got Akeem Fiaz fighting for his first title against the huge punching Reece Bellotti.
Yeah, it's a cracking fight, isn't it? It is. It's probably gone under the radar a little bit because there's, you know, people are probably looking at Linares and thinking he's over there, and they're looking at the card and thinking, you know, it's not the best, but there is some cracking fights on it.
You know something though, that's crazy for anyone to write Linares off.
I know exactly.
Because when he fought Kevin Mitchell, must be 8-9 years ago now, he was wrote off then.
Yeah.
He was wrote off then, and I think he went on to win 2 more world titles at different weights. So the guy's been wrote off most of his career. Yeah, you know, he's an absolute legend, isn't he?
Yeah, no, he's still dangerous, and I'm sure Jack and Jamie Moore and their team will have been preparing for the best Lanard as possible, because he's still dangerous. He's always got that sharpness, the speed, and he can punch, can't he? So
He can.
It'll be an interesting night, but I do think Jack will come out on top.
I'm fortunate to get watch Jack all the time, because he trains in the VIP gym with Jamie Moore, and I think he's very underrated. Defensively, he's perhaps one of the best British boxers.
He's very hard to land clean on, isn't he? He's always just leaning out the way.
It's amazing, and then he's also got that equaliser where
he can
punch. You can change your fight with a single shot. But how have you been preparing for this? How's it been going, mate?
Good, yeah. I've had a good solid camp. I got plenty of notice. I'd been keeping myself in shape over the summer anyway. I hadn't really had anything in mind because I didn't know what shows were coming off. And then I was like, Dan said, what are we doing? When do you want to look to get ready? I was like, listen, I'll fight whenever.
Well, when did you know about this? When did you know this was on the cards?
I think about the middle of August, about 9 weeks notice I've had.
Right.
So I've had plenty of notice. And bear in mind that my weight was quite good anyway. My weight was, I hadn't ballooned up in between. After the last fight, I kept on saying when I could.
And the good thing about this, you've got an old training partner back. You've got Mr. Tom McGuinness, I believe you're doing rounds with him.
Yeah, so I've been doing a bit of sparring with Tom, sparring with Majid and the amateur lads, a bit of sparring with Frankie Stinger the last couple of weeks. So yeah, sparring and training's gone well. I feel fit, the weight's good. I'm right on track to make the weight comfortable.
So
£10, 10 stone, £2.
Is that what we've been made at? Yeah.
So yeah, this is probably the lowest he's going to afford that. So.
Yeah, I think he's been around that. He started off just over the welterweight limit, and then he's been around 142 most of the time. So this is probably his normal weight. Yeah. But I have, over the last few years, I've seen him develop and look like the fighter that he should be. Because when he first started out, he was very smooth. And perhaps he was only young and perhaps he thought he would grow into it, but decided that actually no, I can make.
He is only young, isn't he? He's still only young, so he might fell out and he might end up a welterweight. But he's got a job to do on.
Do you class yourself still as young, mate?
Yeah, I don't feel old, even though everyone keeps telling me. Like, oh yeah, you finished on this, no, yeah.
Does that annoy you that though?
It can wind you up a little bit. Can get a little bit annoying. I think I didn't turn professional until I was nearly 25. I didn't actually start boxing amateur until I was 17. So I've had a longer pro career now than I was an amateur. So I was playing catch up really than all these kids who've been boxing since they were 10 or 11. Yeah, so I haven't had a long career in that respect. I've had some.
And you had 2 years took away with
Probably took the peak years away really, didn't he? But like wouldn't have minded getting a bit of headway, picking up a bit of steam. But it's life, isn't it? These things get thrown at us, and I stayed in the gym. I was always training. I was always keeping active. But it's a totally different story, isn't it? When you've got a camp and you're switched on, you know you're fighting. So it was hard staying switched on at that time, but we got back to it, and then. Obviously we got my first fight back after 18 months, then we had the boxer series. I was looking to build up a little bit of steam then, got injured not long after that. So just a few little mishaps on the way where it hasn't been my fault, it's just been circumstantial, like where it stopped me in my tracks a little bit, and then it's been hard getting back going. Obviously I boxed hard in Newbank, and then I had like 7 or 8 months again, nothing coming off, and then I got a fight with Henry Turner. And I think I was going to go into that fight, and then I picked up an injury in that. So again, just a little bit of misfortune. But going into this injury free, looking to do a good job on it. And
I presume a lot of confidence, like you say. I mean, I don't know what the betting odds are, but for me, I know Khalid, he's like I say, a good kid, but it is his first, for me, real test. I think, what are you, 21 and 7 now?
Yeah.
And there's a couple of those losses. I mean, I'm not disrespecting Masher here, but it was a technical decision.
Yeah.
Never really got in there. And then the Corey Gibbs loss. again, you know, it's prize fighter. It doesn't really mean anything. And then all the other losses have all come for titles at the highest level. You know, against guys that are, most of them unbeaten. I think most of the kids are unbeaten. I think there's only Philip Bowles when he fought for the Commonwealth. I think he had a couple of losses on his record, but everyone else has been unbeaten. So
Davis obviously he's fighting for the world title next. So no, as you said, I haven't been beat by no mugs. Maybe one little mishap where that was my first fight back after COVID, ended up fighting in the middleweight. But yeah. Everyone happens for a reason, wasn't it? Everyone happens for a reason, so you know, I don't beat myself up over them things too much. I know the last fight, you know, Emmy said a good call to get, he's gonna do well. I'll take him nothing away from him. But you know, I think it might have been different if you know what happened didn't happen. Harlem Eubank took him close, just didn't quite do enough in the end there, Adam. So yeah, I haven't been too far away from. No.
So you're going with this fight extremely confident?
Yeah, definitely, yeah. No, it's a big night. It's a big night of boxing, and it's his biggest night.
Like I say, it's a great card in Liverpool. You've always had a great fan base in there, and so it'd be nice for you to get back to winning ways. And I presume if you do come through this, it's only 8 rounds, isn't it?
Yeah, 8 rounds.
If you come through this, then surely you've got a chance at another crack at something again.
Yeah, hopefully, yeah. See what, just focus on this first, get this done, and then see what happens after it.
Right, well, good luck for a week on Saturday. I think I'm filming a show somewhere, so I'm not going to be down there, but I think we've got someone going down there, so hopefully they'll catch up with you, and hopefully we'll be seeing win number 22. Tom,
I surely.
Take care, mate. Bye.
For all boxing info, news and latest interviews, amateur and pro, across the north, click and subscribe. VIP Boxing Promotions. Also Twitter, Instagram and Facebook.